were all sharecroppers in Mississippi or Louisiana, one of those places. And all 17 of those kids graduated from college, and they had a system. The system was that the first one to succeed was supposed to help the one behind them. So you get that first job or you get a little extra money, you send some of that back home to help your sibling, and then your sibling helps their sibling, etc. And that's how they built their own little economic ladder. And so all of them became like engineers and doctors and everything else. And then the next generation, she married Dr. Marcus Stoddard, so she made a good choice in a husband. And he also was born of humble beginnings. And they whatever the system they have in their house there, so Mary has a PhD and a law degree. Dr. Stoddard is one of the most respected cardiologists in the country. And so they have five children who all have PhDs or MDs. And I don't know if you agree with me, and I hope you agree with me, but I think families like this should be studied like a science experiment. Really. Like that's the model of Black success, you know. And instead, you know, you will see Diddy on the cover of Forbes, and people will be studying Diddy. And I'm like, what are you trying to study? Like the science of baby oil? Like, you know, how to, you know, right? How to have sex for 8 days in a row? Like what are you learning from this guy? You know, and how to make bad music? Is that it? Like how to make sure all the people that you work with are dead by the time they're 40 years old? What are you gonna learn? You ain't learning nothing about success. You know, so I'm sorry, but study Dr. Stoddard. You know, that's where the success is. Okay, so I'm gonna ask her to write a book. She should write a book or something. Come in. I'm gonna just ask her to do something because we need to learn from her. All right, so let's see. What does my daily routine look like? Great question. Okay. I try to get up as early as possible. I believe that excellence is a subscription that you renew every single day of your life. Like every day, and maybe everyone else doesn't see it this way, but this is what I figured out about myself is, and I think this might be true for a lot of us, is that every day you don't always feel like being the best that you can be. You know, like some days you wake up and you're like, oh man, I don't want to do nothing. You know, and so what I realized is I learned a long time ago in undergrad about psychological triggers. Like you can trigger yourself into a certain mode. It's like, so for example, let's say that you're a Christian, you go to church every Sunday, you carry your Bible, you believe in the Lord, right? And let's say one day somebody makes you so mad, you start cussing, you mother ucka, I'm gonna jack you up because they made you so mad. And then let's say your sister's like Sally, you're a woman of God, you don't talk like that. Then what's gonna happen? Sally's gonna be like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Right. I'm gonna go pray about it. Right. And what's happened is that she's queued up another part of her personality to say, no, that's not who you are. You're a Christian. Like Christians don't act like that. We don't get loud and ghetto and cuss each other out. You know what I mean? Right. So basically, by reminding yourself of who you are each day, that has to be, I think, a ritual and a process. So what I try to do each morning is I remind myself who is Boyce Watkins and who is Boyce choosing to be. And it's not who am I choosing to be in general. It's like who am I choosing to be right now today. Right. And that's literally what got me to wake up at 6:30 in the morning and go out and run in 13-degree weather. I was freezing my ass off, you know, and I'm in this nice warm bed with this sexy, thick, delicious black woman. I really wanted to roll over and go right back to sleep, but I didn't. I said, no, who are we gonna be? What kind of man are you right now? Right. And so I rolled out of bed,